All right. My fill on the video calls. $1.5. 3.4. I'm about to take some calls, I think. Looking at the SPX, look at all these lower wicks. This looks like it's going to rip right back up to this VWAP level. Should be a pretty nice pair on SPX. I'm also watching NVIDIA like crazy. Could be a really good play for next week. Look at this. Look at this daily chart. Hold on. Daily? Yeah. The daily chart here looks like it could run up to 419, if not more, up to 420. So I've been watching this for a while. I traded it a couple times today. I mean, this thing just rebounded like crazy. It went from 2. I should have got these. Damn it. These 420s for next week are so cheap. Is this next week? Nah, this is definitely this week. Let me see them real quick, though. For next week, June 16th, June 23rd, I know these are probably going to be expensive as hell. 700, and they'll only pay out about 350 to 400 a piece. It's probably not worth it. You know what I mean? If anything, I would like to see this rip and run this week, and we could probably play them tomorrow or Thursday or Friday. I don't know if anybody caught that Microsoft swing I did yesterday, but beautiful sell earlier today on this high break. Then I stayed away. So I'm out of Microsoft for a while. I'm also watching Meta too. This thing did just kind of get destroyed today. I caught this little reversal, but then it just completely sold off. It looks like this is also bouncing at the end of the day. I feel like we probably have some good opportunities for power hour here coming up in about 10 minutes. Let me change this to the SPX. 4375. I don't think it's going to go back to high of the day, but maybe these 4365s could pay. It's pretty choppy. And there is a gap fill down that we have not yet touched. So there is an opportunity for some downside still, in my opinion. But those candlesticks look like they're trying to bounce. Also, Tesla has had like 14 green days in a row, which is nuts. Drop a link in chat. What the fuck does that mean? I don't really know what that means. What up, Mr. Anderson? I'm not seeing much right now. I was waiting for some volume to come in so we could play something, but so far, just some duds. I'm thinking SPX. That's what I'm thinking. I'm also loving NVIDIA swing trades up to 420 this week. But that might be something that I wait for until tomorrow to see if we can get that 410 break. Looks like one of those things that's just going to gap up or run. Could be pretty nice above 409 to run to 420. I do kind of like these SPX calls, though. I won't lie. For today. Let's see how they're priced. 4365s. These could end up paying about $500 a contract if we can get back towards that VWAP level. Oh, this is NVIDIA. I know, I like these 5-minute wicks a lot, but I don't like this VWAP level sitting here on low volume. Could easily get pulled back. The only reason I don't like this is because of this daily chart. This line is that gap fill because it gapped up overnight from CPI data. So this is what I'm looking for. We have yet to touch that. So this is the bottom. We got about 60 cents below that, 70 cents below that. These 4365 just went up about $80 a piece. Let's draw this trend line. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of this until I see the break of that trend line. $30-minute. I do love these 30-minute hammer candles all the time, but this massive red candle could just be a nice little sell-off. So we'd have to, it would need to bounce above this 43565. I'm feeling a bag. I am feeling a bag today. This 15-minute candlestick, if this is showing some bullish signs, which it is right here, this engulfing here, if we can get above this, towards that VWAP level, it could be a really great payout. NVIDIA is going stupid right now. I might have to switch to that. Look at this. Jesus Christ. A $7 recovery? Oh my God. All right. Hold on. This is going for that break. These are probably better than the SPX. They're not going to pay as much, but they won't chop as much because the expiration is for Friday. I've been in. I have some NVIDIA swings in my larger account for next week expirations. It's more so my swing account, but I think that this is going to break this 409 right now and start running a little bit. If this thing runs to 419 today, that would be ridiculous. $420. These back up to $350. I sold these for $400 earlier, so I'm not too upset for getting back in. Jesus Christ. Wow. This thing is a rocket. I'm going to wait for that 409 break, I think, just so I don't get wicked out. This is the 15-minute chart. Oh, yeah, this thing is bullish as shit. 30-minute. Let me see that thing. Look at all this volume, too. Going right up. 30 minutes is engulfing everything. 1 hour. NVIDIA is going to be the play. I mean, look at this 1 hour chart. This is beautiful. There's no resistance lines in sight, except for maybe that 410-ish. Above 410, we got like a 412. And then all I see is 420. So there's a lot of room on this thing. Wow. I don't really want to buy a ton right now because, look, I mean, this is crazy. This run-up is nuts. I mean, this just moved $9 in 20 minutes, 25 minutes. I'm going to need to see a little bit of a pullback for me to get involved with this. If it just shoots right through, then this thing has more strength than I've seen it have in a long time. But the Bollinger Band is expanding. The volume is coming in here. And damn, it just fucking shot right through it. Wow. What's the SPX doing? Just kind of chilling there. Wow. AMD might copy the NVIDIA movement. I don't like to trade AMD, but you could be very well right. I'm gonna wait for a pullback. I'm gonna wait for these premiums to cool off a little bit, and then I'm gonna go in for like a little bear flag situation. But the fact that we just broke high of the day makes me think we probably are gonna see that 412, if not higher. I hate playing those breakouts. That's why I'm a reversal trader, because of that shit right there. Nice hammer candle. This thing could fucking launch. I'm going to scale in like a baby to 1 here at 385 if it lets me in. But this 1 hour chart is beautiful. Like this thing, I could see this having like up to 415, no problem. I still have 2 337 calls. It's low volume, but I mean, it's going to go for what week? The Friday? It still looks good to me to break that high. But I think the video looks way better. No, I meant like expiration Friday. If you have an expiration on Friday, I maybe might sell those and roll them in. By roll them in, I mean into next week's. Just buy less contracts. I have a weird feeling this is just going to plummet. I'm only on 1 contract in the video, 420s for Friday. That's not the best sign. But with this 1 hour chart heading into power hour, I think that this thing could just squeeze. If it goes against me, that's fine. I'll lose like $100 on it. But I don't think it's going to go against me. I think it's way too strong. I would take the SPX, but it's not moving too much. It's only moving like $5 in the last 10 minutes. So probably those premiums are probably dog shit. Hold on, let's see. SPX. I mean, I guess I just went up to 320. Let's see. 330. Yeah, these aren't moving. These aren't moving that well. You know, you had to bottom wick that to catch a $100 move. It's never really worth it. I feel like I would rather play NVIDIA just to keep it safe, at least until like 325, 330. Then maybe I'll take some Lotto SPX plays, but there's just something about this. This NVIDIA play. It's not going to pay like a ridiculous amount because we missed most of this big ass move. But if it starts to squeeze on this 1 hour, let me see the 32. I think we could get above 410. 410 to that 412 looks really good to me. We need a pullback, by the way. Like red candles here do not scare me. I think it's more so just scaling in case we do just continue to squeeze. But there's been a pretty nice base around this 408. So if we can pull back a little bit to that, I would definitely add in way more. I just don't want this to be buying at the top and chasing this. So It looks like all this volume coming in is keeping it right at that 409 level. As long as it's not breaking down below 409, which was the high from earlier, looks like a great trade to me, especially because they expire on Friday. So I really don't want to just be holding one. I want like 5 or 10 of these, risk about $2,000, $3,000. Let's see if we can turn this into like another 1,000 or so. Because up to 412, these things will be worth like 525 each, no problem. A little expensive, but I think it's gonna go. Premiums are everywhere right now. Yeah, it's definitely going to pull back a little bit. How much? I don't know. But if it starts to level off around that 408, I will buy more. And if not, I'll just cut it. Microsoft, I still think looks good, man. I don't think that if you're holding it for Friday expiration, I would probably roll that forward so you don't get theta chopped. It is only Tuesday, so if it does gap up and go above 338, then you should be good. But I don't know how much profit you took or how many more you had other than those two. But if the two are runners, then maybe just keep it if that's just profit running. All right, here's this little uptrend. Let's see if it can come back and test this. So I'm only down $20 a contract on that pullback. $30. I just grabbed one more. I think that my my stop would be below 407. I would lose about $100 probably, maybe like 140. But I still like this for some reason, and the market's still going. Is the Qs going still? Qs are just sitting there nicely. I feel like NVIDIA has a really great setup. So I'm going to hold on to this. I'm going to get rid of this line and this line. 412. I think we'll have a little bit more weakness here. Maybe like one more little red candle before a bounce. I'll probably see that 408-ish. Yeah, the volume is getting a little lower. So I expect a little bit of a chop. But here in the next like 10, 15 minutes, hopefully we can see a nice little move. I'm not looking for a home run on this. I'm just hoping for like maybe like a $50 to $100 payout per contract. Maybe have like 5 in the end. See if I can make a quick little $500 for us at the end of the day and only be risking about $1,500. So that's a nice little 30% gainer right there. Looks like it has the move, has the momentum. Because that 1 hour, guys, I don't know if you guys have ever played the market too much, but this 1 hour chart, oh, it closed. Never mind. Usually this candlestick just runs like crazy. And I always love these red to green candles too. That shows me more movement. I'm only up $5 a contract here, but this could start pushing. If it gets up to that 412, I'm only in 2 right now, but that would even make me like $200, $300. I don't know if anybody's playing a video or not. I might just be talking to myself, but I do like that. I like, what else is there? See if Netflix is even doing anything on the daily chart. Probably not. See if we have any good setups. That's running towards its high. We're going to stay away from that one. Snow has been my baby for a while. I haven't really played it much the last 4 or 5 days now. It's consolidating. I have an alert here at 178. Above that, I will be ripping the shit out of those 185 calls. Tesla just doesn't stop. I'm going to stay away from that bad boy too. I think Microsoft and Meta are my 2 favorites so far for the week. The setups, if we can start getting higher, going towards their their most recent highs. But I also love NVIDIA as well. So that's the only thing I'm going to be watching for a little bit. I think it's going to consolidate and chop around for a little bit. But I'm only down $10 a contract if I wanted to sell right now. So about $20, $10. See if it can start going a little bit higher. You know, on these massive rip-ups like this, and you start to see the volume fade off a little bit, when you see the big spike in volume and a massive candle, that's probably like the last run that you're going to see for a little bit before it chops. So in options, if it's a same-day expiration, stay very far away. But the fact that we have till Friday, it's not going to move the premiums too much. So it's a decent trade. You know, if it starts breaking down heavily and we lose $30, $40, $50 a contract, keep your stop losses. It's no big deal, because on the other side, you know, it could be a nice run up to this 412/420 here. We could end up seeing one of those all-day squeezes at the end. How likely is it to run $10 in 55 minutes? For a $400 stock, I don't say that's unlikely at all. But we do need to see some volume. I think it's going to happen this week if it doesn't happen today. I probably won't swing this, but I'll try to take some money off the top of it if it starts to run. So, $1,000,001. I'm up $15 a contract. I'm already up 700 or so in this account today, 730. So having a pretty decent day in this account. Larger account has a lot of NVIDIA calls around. It's the same 420 ones for next week, and they're up decently right now. So I got them before the massive run up earlier. So I'm assuming the premiums are a little off the top, but regardless, they're still looking good. I have a good amount of those, and I love this 15-minute chart. Look at that little that wick right there. If we can get above this high, I love this flat top. If we can get above this 409.86, get above that 410. This wick right here, as long as it stays green, it's the same thing on this 1 hour chart. 1 hours are a little bit harder, but the 15-minute could just go crazy. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to make a ton. I'm only in 2 of these. It's the end of the day. I think you guys have already established that I take most of my trades in the morning. I'm usually in Kush's channel when I'm trading them. But so far, so good. Things look pretty good for this little smaller trade. See if we can squeak out another $200 or $300. See if we can make $1,000 in this account today. Only up 5% on the trade, so maybe I should grab some more. It doesn't look like it's going to move too much. I'm going to draw this uptrend real quick. If it starts breaking below this uptrend, I'll probably get out. Let's get rid of this line. It's just sitting nicely. Hats off to you. I've been watching you killing it in the mornings at Kush's channel. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. I've been having a really, really great last 2 months or so. I think last month I made almost 50 grand. In May, and then April was a little bit less than that, but pretty close. And then this month, it's my birthday month, and I'm getting pretty close to that again. So I've been having a hell of a last 3 months, guys. Hell of a last 3 months. And this small account that I've been playing with you guys on live in the afternoons has been growing consistently too. I've been having consistent $200 to $400 to $500 days, and I don't think you guys understand that those don't look like massive gains, but those over like a course of like 5 to 10 days really start adding up. So if you're not having, these 4K days, 3K days, 2K days, 5K days, who cares? $200 a day adds up so fast. 250, 300, 400. Then you have like a lost day of like $60. Just keep them real small. And we're also cooking right now. 410, I'm up $40 a contract here. See if we can break that high. I'm up 10% on the trade. It's only $66 on this, but if you guys are watching, at least you're understanding why I'm still in this. And the only time that I would get out of this trade is if it pulls back on me to go below this 408.75, which it might, because there is not a lot of volume now. It's starting to die off a little bit. So maybe I'll trim one at 400, lock in 30, and let the other one just ride for free. I would like this to sell one, but it's always at that 5 cent increment that always just sits there. I had 1K but got burned by that meta flush, so kept $600 profit. Easy money, baby. That shit adds up crazy. That's a lot of money in a day. I know a lot of people that don't make that. That's probably like 95% of America do not make $600 in a single day. Keep your profits, and you don't need to trade all day. Try to stress that. I don't trade that much. I trade in the morning till 10:30. I go to the gym. I eat something. I do some of my other work for my marketing agency. Maybe I'll do some content stuff. I'll have some calls. And then around this time, I come back and I just play around a little bit. So most of my big ass trades come from the morning. And this is going to annoy the shit out of me. Looks like we're kind of topping out up here. It might flush. Does not look like it wants higher. Notice how I tried to sell at 410. Did not take me. So fucking annoying. Sometimes, guys, sometimes it's just frustrating. Even though it's not going to move a lot, it's not a big deal. But it is kind of annoying that you just want to lock in that $30 gain, put $30 down at 340 and let it ride for completely free. If it runs 100 or 200 bucks, that's nice. I love when I get notifications from Instagram that somebody from Portland, Oregon signed into my profile. Because I live in Florida. Might impact NVIDIA, but it has been acting separate from the market. I think we're going, man. I think we're going, and we just hit that high of the day. So good thing it didn't sell me at 400. I'm going to take one at 410 probably, though. If it lets me out. Of course not. I just sold one at 403 somehow. And now I'm going to set my stop loss at 370. So basically I lock in $30 regardless. And if this continues to run, I might swing this too. Up 781 on the day. Now up 16% on my last ad. So decent little change. We hit 410. It might pull back, but at least my stop loss is at 370 and I will have no risk on the trade. I might do 375. If it pulls back, it pulls back, but it has to hit under 409 for me to get stopped out now. So if you have 10 contracts, 20 contracts, 30 contracts, this is the way to trade, in my opinion. You get some off the top. I look orange as shit in this thing right now. You guys didn't tell me I look like an Oompa Loompa. I got to stop going out in the sun, man. But also, this is a really good reversal indicator, too, for the SPX. I might get involved in that. Now my trade is risk-free in NVIDIA, so I'm going to go to SPX real quick. Why do I look orange? Whatever. Let's see. Charts. SPX, I'm looking for some call sides here, end of day. Ooh, they're looking good too. Look at this. 4.370s. A little more bronze and orange in my opinion. Good looks, man. Maybe it's just the way my computer looks. I don't know. I'm definitely the tannest I think I've ever been. Ever since I moved down here, all there is sun, nonstop. Oh, NVIDIA's going to stop me out. 370, risk-free trade, whatever, I'm out. So I still made 30 bucks on the trade, so whatever. Great trade in my opinion if you got out. If you didn't, I think it's going to go to 420. I just don't think that right now is the best time to trade it, so I'm looking for that rip and run probably for tomorrow. Nice color. Wish I could tan like that. It's the Greek in me, guys. Greek and Czech. Hold on. My laptop's about to die, so let me plug this thing in. And she's in. Just like that, we're back, baby. I really want to play the SPX. Also, what is good with Tesla? I almost put in 100 shares of Tesla when it was at 160. I almost put in 16 grand. 16 grand would be $26,000 right now. I'd be up $10,000 in like a month and a half. It's ridiculous. That is so crazy. Tesla, like I literally feel like whoever got in at 100 is going to make generational money. Like, especially if you bought in a ton of money. I wish I would have put in like 50 to 100 grand in Tesla. I wish I would have been patient, held on to a lot of cash, and threw it all in when it was down here around this like 110-ish area. This thing's just going to go nuclear. I wouldn't even be surprised to see this thing back at like $500, $600. And when you have those shares, those premiums are only going to keep going up, and you could just collect more and more and more and more money off of selling cover calls and puts. I don't think that matters technically for Snow or for Twitter, but Tesla is wild. Let me look at SPY one more time on the 1 hour. Looks pretty wild. I made $35 today in futures. Banger day. Anybody pass a prop challenge before? That's a life changer right there, because you can make 90% of profits and put it right in your bank account and not have to pay short-term capital gains because it's not your money. So I personally like to trade with a prop firm because they fund me. I make 90% of my gains. If I have $2,000 day, I put $1,700 in my account, $1,600 in my account. And I mean, I just get paid every day for making that money. It's so stupid. Don't make no sense. Video's coming back here. I'm going to need to take a nap after this market close. Tesla, Microsoft. 3 things I'm watching, guys. Microsoft, 338 break. I think that happens tomorrow. So keep this on high watch. I'm going to set a nice fat alert at 335. I would swing this, but I don't really like swinging shit too much because you just don't have any control. NVIDIA, I'm going to be pissed because it looks like it's going to gap up overnight, and I'm going to miss that 420 move. But if it doesn't, tomorrow's going to be a hell of a day. Wednesdays are always the best. $4.12, create an alert on this bitch. Is the prop firm for futures or options trading? Futures trading. But futures are so easy because it's just direction. So if you know it's going to reverse, which I'm a reversal trader, so Bollinger Bands, if I see high volume on one side, you could get in, buy 5 of those contracts, and within 5 minutes, you're up $1,000, sell out. It's so easy, and you don't have any day trade protection limits, so you could just go in and out and out and out. So like on those massive red candles that just fly down, you could set your stop loss at break even almost every time. Are you playing any options for FOMC tomorrow? Is the FOMC speaking tomorrow again? Is it rate raising? Are they raising rates again? Or are they talking about rate raising? I've been so far behind on the economic stuff just because it doesn't matter at all. For futures, there's a specific amount before you can trade. If you call a prop firm, like Take Profit Trader, you can, if they pause rates, that's not good in my opinion. But either way, we're fucked. Just nobody knows that yet. So if you know anything about the economy, regardless, we're not in good standing. Either way. Futures, specific amount before you can trade. No, you don't need a specific amount. If you basically, you can go to any of the prop firms, apply, put your name in, you pay the subscription. So I basically pay $100 a month to have access to $75,000, and I trade that 75 grand, and all they do is they keep 10% of my profits, and I pay the $122 a month. So if you're not making $122 a month in trading futures, you should probably do something else, because you can make that in 1 second if you're in on one entry. My goal for futures isn't to hit home runs. It's really to try to make like 500 a day. And then anytime that I make like 1,000 to 2,000, I'll take out the profits and just keep putting them in my bank account. Because if I have an extra 1,000 to 2,000 a week just coming in from futures money that I don't have to pay short-term capital gains on because it's not my money, I'm living like a goddamn king. 8K a month off of something that I click 2 buttons for 10 minutes I'll take that any day. You know how many of these I could buy with that? You know how many apples you can buy with 10 or 8K a month? A lot. You can buy a lot of apples. I hate all these moves. Every single one. You live off of apples. I live off of... I'm high on life, man. I live off of life. Let me see. I do kind of like these SPX plays. 30-minute looks like shit. 15-minute looks pretty bullish, honestly. I feel like we could get a nice little push, but it's only going to move like 30, 40 cents. And at that point, we'll make like $40 or $60 a contract. Not worth it. NVIDIA did just prop back up. I hate that. Do we swing these? God damn it, do we swing these? I think we're going to have to swing these. And I hate swinging weeklies, but it looks that good. And it's my birthday on Sunday. So, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I had my biggest day ever in my trading career. $68,000 overnight playing Zoom puts on my birthday. I woke up to about $70,000 on my birthday swinging Zoom puts. 2 years ago. So maybe it's my lucky month. Last year, I think I lost 10 grand, but it averages out. Thank you, Snow. Thank you, Snow. I feel healthier than I ever have. Let's look at these plays, man. I think it's gonna happen. Fuck. I don't want to swing weeklies. I hate swinging weeklies. Like I hate swinging weeklies. They're just so stupid. But on a $10 move potential, 420s. Oh, these are expensive. Maybe I shouldn't do that. I'm gonna lose $129 per contract just holding these overnight. Stupid as shit. I can't swing these. There's no way. Unless I do no shot. Stupid as hell. Not doing that. Never swing weeklies, guys. Never swing them. I did yesterday, played out, but never do it. Microsoft made me a nice 30%. Three things I'm watching before I let you guys go. I know we're getting down to the last final wire here and we're chopping. Nobody wants to watch me eat this apple stem. There's nothing even on this thing. I'm just eating it. But Microsoft, 338 was 56 tomorrow. I have an alert at 335.75. I like that bid. I like that buy block earlier. I love NVIDIA 420s. I'm not swinging this. I know this motherfucker is going to gap up and it's going to be open up at 418 or 4 or something, and we're gonna miss the trade, which is gonna blow. But I'm not risking $400 overnight per contract to lose 130 of it for theta. Just not worth it to me. Just so stupid, literally so stupid. And then I'm also not gonna pay $800 per contract for next week expirations, especially with the FOMC tomorrow. I can't imagine people are gonna be like, oh, I'm super bullish, or anybody's going to be in the market at all until 2 o'clock. So I probably won't be trading tomorrow morning either unless I see NVIDIA run. So we'll see. I think there's going to be one more bullish-ass day. NVIDIA is cooking right now. Fuck. Oh, these are only at 410. I sold one at 410. Or 405 or something. 403. I don't even remember. I'm waiting for NVIDIA for tomorrow. So I love NVIDIA. Microsoft 338 is a huge one. And I'm also watching this Meta play. So let me scan over to Meta real quick. Before you guys leave me. Before you get bored of me. Clear drawing set. I'll make this clean for you guys. Boom. Kind of like a little cup guy going on right now. So if we can open up around this 270 and I start to see some bullishness, around this 273. All in on that. All in on the 276.57 break. I'll probably buy some 275 calls. So I got my alert set on here. Got my alert set on NVIDIA, I think. Yep, 412. I'm going to get rid of this downside one. Looks like we don't want to fill that gap down. And then Microsoft as well. Beautiful. That's all I got, guys. I don't really have anything else. How did Oracle do? That was supposed to be Oracle. I made a 1,000% trade on about 2 quarters ago. Whoa. This was on my watch list. I am such an idiot. Fuck. I literally had it written down right here. All right. Well, that would have paid a bag. I don't even want to look at it, but we're going to have to look at it. Damn it. If this was an all-day drop, too. Oh, my God, it was. Wow. Dickheads. Open up at 124 from 116. Wow. Okay, so 124 to 116. Let's just do this just to make ourselves feel some pain. So 124 would be an $8 drop. So 9 cents turned into $121, and $121 turned into $800. So about a 600% move I forgot to play today. All right, on to the next. If you guys don't play earnings, I know everybody's always so freaked out about earnings and shit, but like you want to get in before it happens, you might miss the big move. Like NVIDIA turned 5K into like 200K, and like you think you're gonna hit those all the time. Like my Zoom play that I made 73 grand on, or 68,000, whatever the fuck it was, 68 grand 2 years ago off of a $4,000 investment. That was insane, but you're not gonna catch those most of the time. You're really not. Dang it, I was about to ask you about Oracle yesterday. Yeah, but the thing is, what I'm trying to say is you don't want to play them before they're priced in. The best time to play earnings are the big-ass moves that happen after, because now the IV percentage is down. You know, the premiums are cheap because they all just got crushed. So if you're on the right side, that's when you can make a bag. Like today, you could have made 600% on a low-risk trade. They expire Friday. That's what I was watching, but I'm an idiot. Maybe I've been drinking too much on the weekends. I don't know. I'm just being forgetful. I think it was Microsoft. Microsoft is what steered me away. So Microsoft, now it's NVIDIA. So now I'm going to look at the earnings calendar for this week real quick. And let's see if we got anything going on. See if we got another one opportunities like that. I think we do. I think there's one more that I was watching. Earnings Whispers, light week. Adobe. That was the other one. And Kroger. That place is awful. Adobe. Let's take a look at you, man. I use Adobe every single day. Content, podcasts, design, movies. I film myself doing a lot of weird things. 492.35. We dropped all the way to 477. I kind of like the way that this is just running the fuck up. Look at this. Oh my God. Is this a? Did we just miss the? Oh. Wow. Okay. Fair enough. I'm going to constantly remind you guys, we already crashed. So for those people that say that we haven't crashed yet, we've crashed. And the market may pull back pretty significantly again, but we have crashed. If you didn't buy in this area in October, you're an idiot. I'll just be the first one to blatantly say it. You don't look at Tesla at 100, Microsoft at 200 and what, 20? 210, Jesus Christ. And then Amazon at like 80. You don't look at NVIDIA at $120, Google at 70 and not buy. If you think it's going to get much worse than that, sorry, you're missing out on the boat. And you probably won't see any prices like that for a long time. If it doesn't happen within the next 2 years, you probably won't see it again for another 10, 20 years. So buy, gotta buy. I was all over this TQQQ trade. We're at 39 now. My cost basis is 21. Loving the shit out of this. This is like where most of my money is parked right now. I'm going to make my 200%, walk away, and then I'm going to wipe my ass with a $100 bill and then post it on Instagram because everyone was hating so hard in my comments. I'm going to go back and pull them all up. I got called like, I don't know what I'm doing. TQQQ is going to zero, all this bullshit. And now I don't hear anything. From 91 to 16, I think I have about 30 posts talking about TQQQ around this range. I was like, we're going up right now. We're probably going to come back down, but you need to scale in at 17, 16. This is all I'm doing. Most of my money's going here. I threw about like 60% of my money in the TQQQ. Have a cost basis of around 21. I haven't sold a share. I'm going to, but I'm sitting way too pretty now. So I'm just chilling. My entire Roth is in there. My entire SEP account is in there. Most of my long-term individual account is in there right now too. I know. Damn, Soxel. I know. I thought about that one, but it's too narrow of a sector for me. So TQQQ tracks Amazon, Tesla, AI, tracks semiconductors. It tracks all of the widespread tech, and I thought about buying it so badly. But then I started reading about China and how they could invade Taiwan and screw up the semiconductor industry. And then I saw NVIDIA was taking a hit. And it was just too sectorized for me to buy a triple leveraged ETF when it's only focused on one specific product. And I know it's obviously a great buy and obviously a great investment for the long-term future. But when you're categorized and all your eggs are in one basket, that's a little bit too risky for me. And I like to be risky. Obviously, triple leverages are very risky, but when it's tracking an entire tech sector versus just one piece of that sector, that's when it gets a little hairy for me. But it did fucking go crazy. Yeah. I mean, you never know. And the demand is always so high, they can't produce a ton. Soxo went nuts, though. It went from $6. I remember buying it at 6 and selling it at like 12. Thought I was the man. Now it's at 26. Actually, I bought it at 8, sold it at 12. Thought I was the man, but it did get down to 6. I bought this drop down here around like 8.10 or 8.12, and I sold this pop at like 12.86. Thought I caught the top. Should have held. Hindsight's 2020. But that's basically all I got, guys. I was looking at Goldman Sachs the other day. The banks usually do run a lot too. We rejected this line of 347. So still watching this guy. I might set an alert on Goldman Sachs. When this thing runs, it runs really well, and it also pays out really nicely too. So these contracts from 316 to 340 in the last week and a half probably paid like 400%. So these are really great premiums to watch as well. I like the banking sector a lot. I'm setting an alert on Goldman Sachs there. I also want to keep an alert on Home Depot. I know I've talked about it a few times. I took a little bit of a loss on this thing last week. The beauty of stop losses, but as this thing starts to expand, I have this alert at 304 because this gap that we talked about on my channel not too long ago has a massive gap from this 312, from this 308 to 312. And a day trade, that's printing. That's printing a lot of money. So I got a watch on Home Depot and now Goldman Sachs for the later on years. I don't know. There's so many things that I want to happen. I really want to see this ENPH collapse. I also want to see Lulu fill this gap down. I don't think it's going to. It's 334 from 350. Probably not going to happen. Chewy was a nice little run up too. Jesus, from 29 to 39. CrowdStrike. Chopping in and out of that range. Happy birthday, Scott. Thanks, man. Sunday, but thank you. Thank you. I got some big plans, guys. Big ass plans. SI, see you later, man. Worst stock in the world. Let's just all talk about this real quick. I know so many people. I know a lot of people that became millionaires off this. They shorted the shit out of this. Look at this. Oh my God. They didn't short it at the top, but I remember them shorting it around like 160 or something like that. And it's at $1. That's crazy. I know so many people that took a couple $100,000 into like $3 million off this shit. Using a margin, obviously, but still. That's ridiculous. So many opportunities back then. So many opportunities. Like Carvana. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. You're selling used cars and you're $376 value, $1 a share. Trash. Trash. But yeah, I'm not trading. I don't think at the end of the day, I've been watching the SPX over here and it's moving $5 in the last 15 minutes since I've been ranting at you guys about TQQQ and how it's going to make me a millionaire. All this stuff. A liquid millionaire, I guess. I guess technically I am one. But I'm looking at this SPY play right now. Still got some room up. We're hugging that top Bollinger Band, so I don't really know what to do. Microsoft, 338. Number 2 watch, number 1 watch is this NVIDIA. Love watching this pull back, though. Huge, which means gives me hope that it's not going to gap up overnight. So if we can see a couple little sell-offs here, that'd be pretty dope. And then Meta 276. Probably take the 275 calls, but those are my 3 biggest watches, guys. I'm probably not going to trade the last 25 minutes here. I don't see anything happening in the SPX whatsoever. Could be pretty cool to try to squeak out some profit, but I'm up like $720, $740 in this small account. Didn't have one red trade today, which was pretty cool. Baby Meta this morning, baby SPX. I try to trade both accounts on these monitors, but it is kind of hard sometimes, so I just get in and out very small on this account. But yeah, Meta looks good. Maybe I should swing Meta plays. What do you guys think? Do next week's look good enough to play? Oh, wait, I also wanted to look at Adobe earnings. Wow, these things are priced. Wait. Nah. Well, okay, this could actually be a huge opportunity. Do these move? Oh, yeah, these things fucking move. 414. Holy shit, this is almost like a stage 1, 2, 3 breakout, though, similar to NVIDIA. But who's using Adobe like that? I guess quite a few people, right? Because content is everything. Content. I'd have to look at their web traffic views. It's probably priced in again. They keep doing that shit where they always just price stuff in. Look at web traffic views for SEMrush again. Let me know if you guys want to watch or take a look, or if you just want me to tell you. What strike for NVIDIA? Do you ever do your live streams in the morning? Do you ever do your live streams in the morning? I do my live streams in the morning sometimes, but I'm usually in a channel with some other guy doing weird stuff in there. Only boys allowed. Traffic analytics. Hold on. Domains. Adobe.com. Analyze. Let me see this real quick. Let's see here. I don't even know. It's not even loading right now. 1 second. Oh. Here she isn't. Adobe quarter by quarter. Let's see what they report. Pretty flat ass report. Let's see. 292 to 1.1 billion. The hell? 300 million to 1.1 billion? They had to. Up 142,000%. Nah, something's messed up with this thing. The 9.8 thousand in April 2020. No, that's not true. This is all messed up. This is not the real number. They provide this user with digital marketing media. Direct, referral, organic, paid. That's actually so crazy. From Q4. It's up decent. It's not crazy. I don't really expect this to move much. But I mean, it is moving a lot, and those contracts are expensive as shit. So I mean, like these, if it does move a lot, $570, $100 move, I wouldn't really count that out because it kind of already did that. It basically did a $100 move in the last like 6 days. So an earnings report could really knock this thing out. Because if it spicks back down 400, wow, the put side is mispriced. The put side is mispriced right now compared to the call side. So 475 to 70 be 550. 550s are 450 versus 180. That means no one's on the put side. So if they miss, this thing will tank. It's not for sure that they'll miss, but that if they do, this will take $180 to fucking $2,000 a contract. I'm going to do more research on this because they don't have earnings till Thursday, and these premiums will start getting washed up even more. That could be massive. That could be actually huge. That could be almost like a 700%, 800% play. So I probably would go light with these since it'd be so far out of the money. But that could pay. That could really pay. So Adobe is on really, really high watch for me on Thursday. I don't know. Did it come back up? I don't know why it died. Am I live again? Hello? Okay. I don't know what happened. But what I was talking about is this might be an 800% payer. Ow. For NVIDIA, or not NVIDIA, Adobe. Because these are mispriced like crazy. Did you guys hear that? How mispriced these are? So 180 to $70 down, right? Is 180, and the monies are 2,200. And the misprice over here is the put side, which means more people are on the call side over here. 550 is 460. So there's a big misprice right there. And most of the time when you see this on the options chain, no one is on the downside thinking that it's going to rip up. But somehow they miss. Somehow they have a bad guidance. This thing could pay out over 700, maybe 800% on this trade. Because it would take these 180 contracts to in the money, if not more, and they would be worth like 2,200. That's over 1,000% return. So I don't know. That's on high watch for me. I'm going to do a lot of research. I don't know why everybody's on it. I am seeing that massive traffic flow towards the upside right now, but it looks like that's priced in. If there's any sort of bad news for this thing, it could tank. Well, we'll see. Would be nuts. Can't imagine their subscriptions are like running up that much. For people that don't use Adobe, I don't think that their growth is that much. Been around for years. So we'll see. The only thing that I don't like about Adobe is this weekly chart. So it's near 500, but its all-time high is like 700 something. Yeah, 700. So there's a lot of room to give back, but I don't know if it's ready to do it right now. We'll see. But it is on a launch pad. So we'll see. If it can get back down to 400, though, that would be beautiful. Might have to straddle this, potentially do like a 600 and a 400, but we'll see. It's very mispriced on the downside. So whenever I see that on options chain, I'm almost always all in just to at least test it because, wow, these would pay out so crazy. Even worse now. What just happened? They just got destroyed down to 160. There's nobody on the put side for these. I might be that only guy that takes them. And that's only a $70 move. This thing just moved $100 in 4 days. Beautiful. I'll do more research, let you guys know by Thursday. NVIDIA, still cooking. I think it's going to gap up overnight and piss me off. But if it doesn't, that's my biggest watch. Microsoft also up there for that 338. For those in the swing still from yesterday, I did sell this morning around that 336 level. Caught a nice little 30% swing, but if it runs tomorrow, I will be back in. If you did swing it and you have Friday expirations, I probably wouldn't hold them again since it's going to be Wednesday tomorrow. I would probably roll those forward into next week's if you're going to swing them, if you're still confident in that play. I'm just not swinging anything. NVIDIA, love that 420. Microsoft 338, and then Meta, obviously, if it has any sort of legs, I think it gets back up to that 275. So that's it. Call debit spread on NVIDIA. You could do that. I don't really like to play debit spreads because I don't like minimal payouts, but could be a decent trade. I think it's gonna be a pretty decent run up, but that's all I got. Adobe, massive watch Thursday. Microsoft, NVIDIA, Meta tomorrow. So that's all I got. You guys need anything? Hit me up. Seems to be like this is a chop fest, and I'm not going to play some gambles on SPX today. There's no need. I'm up a decent amount on the small account and a real good amount on the larger account. So decent day for me. I think that maybe this could push up to like 368, but what is $3 going to pay us? Nothing. Could look at these and see how they're moving, but I doubt it will do anything. Will you stream tomorrow afternoon for FOMC? Yes, I will, and that's probably going to be nuts. So I see a lot of good setups on these charts. So if it goes one way, I see a massive potential, and if it goes the other way, I see massive potential on the downside too. So lots of good setups for FOMC tomorrow, but I will not trade anything until probably like 2:30. So be very, very careful. SPX 4370s. Oddly want to play these puts, but five of these at 110. Be 50. Be about 100. I could take a $100 loss on these real quick. This would actually be a pretty decent play, risk to reward wise. I was looking at these puts, these 4365 puts, because we're right there. If we reject, I was thinking about buying 5 of them real quick, but now it's kind of getting a little. These are so dead. Damn it. I want these so bad. I think I might just sit on this VWAP level. I think I'm going to just probably cash it out. But Adobe, Microsoft, NVIDIA, Meta. That's all I got. I'm not going to take this last second gamble, but could be kind of cool if it ended up breaking below VWAP. But I don't have the balls for it today. So if you need me, just hit me up. I'm always available. So we'll see you tomorrow.